welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast.
Why? That was pretty good. That you actually kind of nailed that.
Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast, and I am one of the hosts today,
sync up.
Michael, for our weekly, monthly anime club. Jeez.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you know.
Good job.
He threw me off. I'm going to blame it entirely on Anthony.
Every episode, Mike chokes on our opening, and
Yep.
he's just like, this one time I fucked up.
No, this one time he gets that. It was me that messed him up. He gets that.
He
Yeah,
finally
totally
has an
gets that.
excuse.
Yeah. Followed by Sage,
Yeah, that's me.
Kat,
Yep.
Kieran,
Yo.
I don't
and
know what you're
Anthony.
talking about.
Hey.
That's Nino.
Yeah, that is Nino.
Yeah, that is
right,
Nino.
sorry.
Boy,
sorry.
howdy, is it
Nino
Nino.
is joining us on this week's
Oh,
podcast.
the day we start
How
referring to
special.
ourselves in
On
real
God,
life
I
as
kinda
anime
hate you.
characters is the day I leave the fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, just to start real quick, as you could tell, Kieran is here, and Anthony has moved over a spot. Colin went to go do other creative stuff. He was,
Yes.
he just wasn't feeling the podcast anymore. That's fine. It is what it is.
Don't lie to the people. He's dead.
Yeah, he died in the car crash.
Whoa.
No, he just.
Colin is alive and well.
He sure
Oh my
is.
goodness!
Not
don't
well.
put
Oh, I
that
don't know
on
about
his
well, yeah.
name.
But yeah, no,
goodness.
he just wasn't feeling the podcast anymore. It is what it is. So Kieran lives here, so we'll be filling in every now and then as the fifth. And that
We ensnared him because he lives here.
yeah.
They gave me shelter.
So that's all the update
We'll work
news.
for food.
I was homeless before this.
Yeah.
Hello?
And anyway, with that aside, this is our 50th episode. We are 2 weeks away from 1 year
Holy
being
shit.
being
Can you
alive.
believe that?
Woo!
Yeah.
A
Being
year of
alive.
listening to these
Yeah, we
Guidos
were all
talk to you
born
about anime.
50 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were born 50 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was
true.
born 50 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Came out the womb.
My age is accelerated.
Yeah. And
You're-
uh,
oh,
Which
You're
is
like
why I
Renesmee.
act. Which is why I act like a fucking idiot all the time,
Yeah,
like a
so
2-year-old.
you're exactly like Renesmee.
Thank you. I am like Renesmee,
Bella's
honestly.
daughter.
Slightly.
Nessie.
Except I don't have a werewolf
Messy.
that wants to fuck me all the time. So there's that.
So you're
Listen,
missing out.
We haven't.
No.
We haven't watched. We haven't
I
done our
know.
marathon.
We
I
haven't
know.
wanted to try
I
our
know,
marathon
Anthony.
yet. Hey, first of all, I am only to blame here. Secondly, we should pick a date.
Anyway.
First of all, it is my fault.
Yeah. 100%.
Secondly, fuck you.
But yeah, so this is our monthly anime club for both seasons of Quintessential Quintuplets, which was Cat's pick. So I don't know. You want to give a little recap, and then we can start with the non-spoilers.
Yeah. So Quintessential Quintuplets is Don't Touch My Shit. Why are you?
Cat has a
Don't touch my
Quintessential Quintuplets card game on this table.
It's not just it's. I think it's pronounced Vice Schwartz. It's
Yes.
May
there's
the
a bunch
Schwartz
of
be
them.
with
Vice
you.
Schwartz.
They have a ton of. It's a game. It's not a Quintessential Quintuplets game. This is just their
Like a
Okay.
set.
yeah.
Oh, so it's just their version.
Yes.
Like it's just the skin kind of thing, like different
Sure.
Monopoly style.
yeah,
like a
yeah,
Star Wars
okay,
Monopoly.
Yes,
Mike,
that's,
hey.
that
Or
works.
is it
This
more
is why
like
you're my
having like
favorite.
I was
a
wondering
dark
if the
magician
if the rules
archetype?
Too
were
bad we
on
get in
here.
separate cars and never talk to each
Wait,
other.
Yeah, never
sorry, say
again,
that
yeah.
He was talking at the same time.
I said, or is it more like having like a dark magician archetype deck, where it's like not the game isn't dark magician, but like you can have a whole
135
bunch
types
of
of
cards
cards.
based off of just that card.
I'm actually not too
Oh, it's
sure
just a
because I
straight
don't
up
know how
booster
to
pack.
play
You can't
it.
even play with
But
this.
I feel like, I mean, actually, maybe you do, because I was gonna say I don't know if you would, because I also have ReZero cards, and I just bought a new.
It doesn't come with like an instruction manual.
I'm sure.
like
It's
a how to
probably on the
play?
No,
website.
this is a booster pack.
Yeah. So
you can't even play with it.
No.
No. Anyway.
Oh, also for audio only people, Kat has 1, 2, 3
Oh, yeah,
Nino
okay.
figures.
She has
a
4 Nino
hoo-
figures.
No,
Oh,
that's
sorry,
Itsuki.
3.
this one's
Thank you.
A
Itsuki.
Nino
Sorry.
hoodie and Nino hair ribbons right now.
Yeah.
So,
So-
you go and guess who her best girl is.
Yeah, it's
It's Ichika.
yeah, it's each guy.
It's the
honestly.
dead mom. What are you all
Yeah.
talking about?
Which one?
If we know anything about
Oh, yeah,
Anthony,
which
it's
one?
that he only goes for moms, whether they're alive or dead.
Which you will not be surprised at who my best girl pick is.
Oh
so
my god.
So anyway,
Um,
if you want to give the
is it
recap,
Futuro's
I'm
dad?
not gonna.
no, we'll
Wait,
get there.
Futuro's
Oh
dad.
my
get it.
god. Sage.
kind
I
of.
got
He's
you,
kind of a
boo.
hottie.
You're so
Yeah.
good.
He is though.
He
Yeah.
is
Kind
so
of a
hot.
hottie.
He's a dilf.
He is a
Yep.
delf. Yo, that one scene where he's taking off his shirt and he's going into the bath with Raiha, bro, dude shredded.
Dude is shredded, but
fucking
also why are you
shredded.
going into a bath with your like elementary school age daughter?
That's a
That's
good question.
a
Is that a thing
Japanese
in Japan?
thing,
That's
yeah.
a
No, I
thing
know
in
it
Japan.
is,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
at
they
the
just-
same time.
They still bathe. I'm pretty sure like it's just a kind of commonplace thing.
All
You
right.
ever watch JoJo's
To save
Part
water?
4?
Huh?
Anyway,
Anyways,
scream.
Quintessential Quintuplets is a show about the top student of a school, he ends up having to tutor 5 idiot quintuplets.
They sure are dumb.
And it's just a harem, basically.
Good summary.
Yep.
No subtext to it. It's just a fucking harem.
All
That's
right,
it.
well, then I guess we could start with non-spoilers, which means we start with Kieran and then work our way around.
Yeah.
Just general
But
thoughts
nobody
on the
say
show.
their best girl. I want to do that
Oh,
one
yeah,
after another.
Yeah.
So
Good
just
idea.
talk about the show.
Good show, wholesome, fun.
Okay.
Next.
Great.
All right, Anthony. go
Anthony?
for it.
Okay.
3 words or less.
This isn't really, or at least when I was
Already
going
past
into
it.
it. At least when I was going into it, I didn't feel like this was my type of anime. But I actually ended up coming out of it really enjoying it. I thought it was very fun. It was very charming. I thought everybody was had their own little quirks that I thought were cute. And yeah, it was just a nice little wholesome time. So, hey, Mike, why don't you tell us your thoughts, bud?
I had fun with it. It's a show that I've watched quite a many number of times. Just a bunch of people being like, "Oh, hey, now I all like the same guy for some reason." Why? He's a generic milquetoast person, but
Boy,
he's slightly
howdy
nice.
is he.
Cool.
But are they ever quintuplets?
Nope.
No.
There you go.
That's the
There you
difference
go.
this show has.
That's the hook, line, and sinker,
Yeah.
baby.
Um,
That's it.
But also the difference that this show has that most versus most of the other shows I've watched like this, it basically has 0 fan service.
Yeah.
It is
So
very,
little.
very bare bones in the fan service genre of
Good.
its world. So but that's fine. It's
Okay,
not
maybe I haven't seen too many fan service anime, but I feel like there was a lot.
I
of
could give
fan
you so
service.
many.
So okay,
So
so I'm
many.
glad that you brought that up because I rewatched it also, and this was one of I don't know how many animes I had seen, but so when I originally talked about this, I had said or that there was fan service or the angle something. I said something, and when I was rewatching it, I didn't think that there was as much. So I guess it was
There
more.
really isn't.
It was more jarring
really
to me
isn't.
then because it was earlier on.
It's
to
like
me
maybe
than,
2 fan service scenes.
Nothing
a
is
season.
more startling than the lack of fan service.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason
Oh, no.
when I was texting Kat when I was first watching this show is when I was because I was watching it, I knew she loved it, so I was just talking to her while I was watching it, and the only reason my initial best girl pick was picked was because she was the only fan service we had gotten in the first 2 episodes. So I was like, all right, cool, we got a best
Here we
girl.
go.
And while you were
Rock and
watching
roll,
it,
baby.
and
Or-
while
and then
you were
it-
watching it, Kat was texting me
Yeah.
saying you had bad taste.
But then it changed, so it's fine.
They gave all 5 of them bowling ball sized breasts just to
Boy,
not,
howdy, were they
just,
bigger than my head.
just to not show them.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
There was bath scenes.
Dude, at 16, if I had tits that big, I'd be roping it in, dude. I would be a
Anthony
fucking.
walking around
I would be
topless
a fucking.
everywhere.
I would be a rodeo, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's I would be roping it in.
But
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
I had fun with it. I think it's generally just a nice show. It's also pretty quick. It's an easy watch. I mean, it's what 24 in total for the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes by pretty fast. I
It
think I
zooms.
literally watched it in 2 or 3 days. I don't remember how long we were.
I think it
sitting
was
there
2
for.
days.
2 days. It was easy.
It zooms.
Yeah,
Yep.
it really does. That's mine. General. Sage.
Yeah, this was definitely a show that I watched.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
All right, moving on.
I don't
Wow.
know. It was
Usually
just-
I have the hot
Oh.
take.
I know.
Sage.
I just thought for I was I guess I don't know why, but I thought it was gonna be more steamy, cause I'm okay, cause you know how everything's always the twin fantasy and all that jazz, and I'm okay, twin fantasy times 5, cause you got 5 fucking girls and they all look the goddamn same, right? So I was thinking it was gonna be more steamy, and then in general the chemistry was pretty poor between the main guy and basically all the girls, and everyone's kind of a piece of shit,
Oh damn.
and they kind of stay being a piece of shit. But yeah, it's not that I dislike this show. I guess I just was expecting it to be
I mean,
more.
the show is actually about tutoring these girls.
It sure
Like,
is.
right,
Yeah.
which
It's not even actually
It's
about
more
the
of a
horror,
slice
really.
of
Like
life.
that's that's
Which
the
It
added
really is more of a
bonus.
slice of life.
Which
It
is
really
fine,
is,
but
yeah.
also
I don't think
these
it has
girls
that
are
tag,
so
though.
fucking
doesn't.
thick in the head that I was like, how can you're literally getting such a fucking smart guy to tutor you for basically pennies, right? And then
No, he
you're
pays him.
He's getting paid pretty well.
Yeah, the dad pays him like
Oh,
a
Well,
lot.
It's like
good.
5,000
Well,
yen, right?
to be
And then-
to
but how
rich
much is
people,
5,000
that's
and that's
ten.
to like
every
US
day.
dollars.
5,000 yen's $5. $50.
I don't
Sorry,
think
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
So $50.
Around there. You
But he gets
generally
it
bring the
per
decimal point over
per.
two.
No, he gets
Quintuplet.
1,000 per one.
Yeah, he
That's
gets
what
that.
it is?
Yeah, I think
A
that's
1,000
true.
per girl.
I think it's
Yeah,
true.
it's 1,000 per.
Yeah.
So
Also, I would like to add to your point.
Imagine you get $50 to tutor 5 fucking thick ass skulled, brainless like blobs, and then you're like, oh, they didn't learn anything, and I'm so severely in debt that if they don't learn anything and I don't like keep this job, like my life will spiral out of control. Like,
Well, not spiral out of control.
It's already
He'll just be
His
back in
family
debt.
was in debt.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get worse.
you never
But
know.
I like to add to that point of like, there's also those points. There's also those points where like he'll be like, which one am I talking to? And I understand that in the manga and the anime they differentiate their looks because
You
like,
gotta.
for the audience.
Yep.
In the context of the show, they all look the same. They all have the same haircut, whatever. I understand that, but they all don't act the same. Like, and sometimes like Yotsuba will run up to him acting like Yotsuba, not pretending to be someone else, and he'll be like, "Oh fuck, who the hell are you?" And it's like, bro, like you should know how they act by now. They all act fairly different. Like,
I know it was a little stupid that he didn't know who they were by the
yeah,
second
like
season.
when they are pretending to be each other, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
whatever.
the second season, that was a problem. But I think in the first season, it's more than reasonable.
In the
I've
first
known
season,
twins.
It's fine.
In
In
the
the second
first season,
season,
it was
he's just a
fine, and then they
fucking
just
moron.
kept fucking going with this fucking bit of like, you don't know which one we are. We're 5 parts of one, and
I
I'm
mean,
like,
he
suck
figured it
my
out
dick.
for
I
the
mean, it
most
was
part.
only a couple months, the entire show, and
But, like,
be,
get
All right,
someone's
being
so is that what
personality
you
by
know
then.
is so
No,
smart?
I know, but
tell
being-
him to get good.
but being friends
Tell him to get
Yeah.
good.
with
Kat.
actual,
You go and tell
I'm
him.
gonna tell him. But being friends with actual twins, like it takes a long ass
It
fucking
does
time
kinda take a
for
while.
people to actually pick up on who they are.
I guess that's
so.
fair.
Like, yes, I get what you're saying, but like,
But also, it's a stupid fucking point. So shut your mouth. Moving on.
Anyway,
I
are you
think
good?
I'm
You good
gonna
with
get.
your
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you good with your
I think
general?
I'm just gonna
Listen,
get
I'm trying to
roasted
go to
this whole
King Kong.
episode.
You
Yeah.
good with your general? You good with your general?
I said yeah like
Oh,
3
okay,
times.
Cool. Go ahead.
Just-
They were
Sorry,
talking,
Sage,
I
love
couldn't
you.
hear.
okay. So I want to know everybody's best girl and why is it Nino?
All right, hey, spoilers, I guess. Or
it's-
well, do we want to
it's-
just say
it-
best goes first and then go spoilers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
So like go around this circle again,
Yes.
Kieran.
Nino.
Ichika, baby.
it-
Ichika all
is
fucking
it-
day.
I
All
called this.
day,
I
bro.
called this.
All day, dude.
Ichika?
Ichika all day, bro.
I called this.
Bro,
I
let me
We'll
tell
get
you,
into
it
we'll
was
get into
most
specifics.
mom like.
We will
Okay,
get into
okay, all right, we'll
specifics.
get
I
into specifics.
knew that this
yeah.
was gonna happen.
God.
Absolutely.
Miku.
Miku.
Woo! Miku.
All the
Wow.
way.
I saw that one from a mile away. Too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Actually, I mean, I don't know if you
do
guys
we want to
have
go
done
around
this,
and say our worst girls real
but
quick?
I was gonna say, do you have like them in order?
Oh, I don't have. The
Oh,
order.
Oh yeah, I have
Boy,
them in
howdy
order.
do
I have them in
Boy,
order
howdy do
and
I.
and reasons why.
It was Nino, Yotsuba, Miku, Itsuki, Ichika.
You can all go fuck yourself. How about that?
Okay, Anthony, go.
Yotsuba is the
okay,
second
okay, okay.
best.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it. Just
Okay.
Yes.
Ichika, Miku,
It's
Yotsu-
Ichika.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm sorry.
Ichika, Miku, Yotsuba, Itsuki, Nino.
Hey,
Go
go
fuck
fuck yourself.
Yeah, how about that? How about you slap on my swamp ass? How about
Miku,
that?
Nino, fucking star pin girl,
Itsuki.
Itsuki.
Yotsuba, and
Ichika.
Ichika, yeah.
Alright.
I think I hate it here. I think I might hate it here.
Okay, it's not
we'll get
our
into
fault.
specifics,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Okay.
We all have the reason why.
Yep.
Sure, I believe
There were
you.
4 correct answers.
And you picked the
You picked the
literal
one
worst
that's
one.
not.
Oh,
You
you
picked
picked
the
the
one.
one. You picked the one
No,
that's not
I-
right.
You're such a piece of shit.
I
It's not even funny.
I literally don't care who anybody picks except for
Yeah,
Ichika.
that's
That
true.
was the only one that
What the
I cared
fuck?
about.
We will
them
get into it,
picking.
dude.
It's not my fault. I have good taste.
It's
all
the
right?
only
I don't
wrong
think so.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
we don't need reasons yet, though.
Oh, okay. Mino, Itsuki, Nino.
Go. You said
Are you
Nino
doing
is
the
your
bottom
top
or top
girl.
one? Are you
I
going
know.
on the top?
So Nino's
No,
your
top
best
bottom.
girl?
Didn't you just say
Yeah,
Miku
you just-
Miku was your top?
Miku,
You
I'm
didn't say
sorry.
Miku?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Miku is my top.
It's falling apart already.
I'm sorry.
She just can't deny
Just
how
go
Nino
find-
is her
Yeah.
best
Do it again.
girl.
Start
Yeah,
over.
no, that was a Freudian
Miku
slip
number
right
one.
there.
then Itsuki, then Nino, then Ichika, then Yotsuba.
Oh damn.
Okay.
God.
No, wait, I
Yotsuba's
think
your
of mine.
least.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Nino, Itsuki, Miku, Yotsuba, Ichika.
Okay. Hey, from here on, we're going spoilers. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck you, Anthony, you piece of shit! That's the worst!
I can't believe
You are the
Wait,
worst!
How are you gonna say that? Ichika's literally the
She's
piece of
the
shit.
only one who's a MILF, bro.
Okay, but she's a piece of shit.
Order in the
Fuck
court.
you. She's a Nazi. Fuck you.
Hold on.
What?
Wait, hold on. If you were in this situation, you had 5 girls that
Yes.
were all trying to get that dick, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes.
And one of them
Yes.
betrays her 4 sisters by impersonating the other ones, being like, no, you should date my sister Ichika.
She actively
And
fucks
actively
Miku over
sabotages.
Yes.
multiple
She's
times.
actually just a psychopath.
She's
Like,
actually the worst
actually,
person.
Yes.
She's not.
No,
she's a tsundere.
No.
She's a tsundere.
She's like
She's
Tsundere
so
like.
mean.
She's not
Yeah,
even that
she's
bad.
Tsundere.
In the
likes.
beginning, she's
Yeah.
much more tsundere than she
yes.
is.
In the beginning,
But that's
I'd say
before
she
she,
becomes
but
Tsundere
that's
like.
before she actually likes him.
Yeah.
She
So-
drugs
quick.
the guy.
Okay,
She
that's fair.
literally
I'll give you
twice.
that.
She does
You
do
can
that.
have that.
She does do that.
You can have
She
that.
roofied him twice.
Okay.
That does happen.
But
Oh my
I
God.
won't deny
but
it.
I
Okay,
guess
but
my
that
thing
doesn't
about
matter because they're rich.
Yes, it does. Oh, that's-
Ichika,
okay, yeah,
my
you
thing
know
about
what?
Ichika is
You know
she's,
what?
she's the oldest of the bunch, and she makes by far the most irresponsible choices.
She's a successful actress who has her hustle.
She's not
The way-
successful.
the way they
She's
She's
very
barely
new.
successful.
Yeah,
The way they-
No,
literally.
she was like, no, I just got noticed, and
She's
that's
not
why I have to
successful
wear
till like
glasses
the
now.
end.
No. The way they introduce like her trying to be an actress is literally so motherfucking shady at that fireworks festival.
I know.
I thought she was a porn
I
star.
thought she was a prostitute.
Literally,
straight up,
I was
yeah.
like, "Are you like an escort
Yeah,
or something?
literally.
That's
Like,
what I
what's
thought, yeah.
going on? This is very shady. Also, you are in high school. Like, your dad is rich. Do you really need the side hustle right now?"
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
Yes.
Or the entertainment. I don't know.
Look,
Ugh.
she's the worst for many reasons.
She's not.
But
She
one,
is.
but the
She
main,
is.
but the
She
main
is.
reason
She's
is that she actively sabotages her sisters in a most backstabbing, conniving way.
She drugged him twice.
That doesn't happen. It happens before anyone gives a shit about him.
Who cares?
No, I'm
She
not saying.
still drugged
I'm not
him.
saying that's not
want-
okay. but-
Okay,
but
when
it-
she
once you
drugs
get-
him, they literally want him out of their lives.
And also-
she still drugged him.
Ichika is going behind their backs when they're all openly
She actively
fighting for
put
their
roofies
affection.
in his fucking drink. Are you insane?
and shipped him to his house safely.
So what? She drugged him.
She just wanted him
The
to take
worst
a nap.
the worst Ichika did. She was like, "Oh, okay. I'm just gonna tell her. I'm just gonna disguise myself as Miku and say that I'm
She
in
was
love with
actively
Ichika."
sabotaging
Does that
She
Miku.
drugged him.
Does that
It
not
doesn't
sound
matter.
ridiculous?
She literally
That
said
is- there
to
is no way
Miku,
you can
she
say that
said
that's
to
worse.
Miku
There's
that
no way
she
you can say
knew
that
that
that's
she
worse.
liked him, and she was just like, "Yeah, you should go for him, go for him." Goes to fuck her
There is
over, so she
absolute-
can't
no.
confess.
First of all,
One,
there's absolutely
that's
no
the
way.
first time, and then continues to fuck her over by impersonating her.
But
Also
actually
to
care.
just be like, "Yeah, you should date Ichika
There is-
instead."
there's no
But
way that
she
that's
didn't
worse
get
than
to.
drugging
She
him.
didn't get
Okay,
to
but
confess
also,
yet.
No show
you
is
want to argue that
worthless.
she's last? Fine, but we're arguing that you're wrong because she's a piece of shit. If
And I'm arguing that you're wrong because
no,
she's a piece
I don't
of
give
shit.
a shit about
But nobody
Nino.
is saying
they
she's
both
number
do.
one except for them.
No, but I'm not arguing that she's best girl.
Nobody-
I'm arguing that why
I'm not arguing with you.
No,
I'm
but,
arguing
but
with
our
saying
point
that
is that
Ichika
she's
is
not
the worst
best
girl.
girl. That is my point of argument. That is, she is not best girl because she actively sabotages everybody else like a piece of
You
shit.
all just said that she's the worst girl.
She
Because
is.
she
She
is.
is the
She's
worst
not.
girl.
But
She
that's
is.
the point I'm
I'm
trying
not.
to make.
No, but you're saying that you're trying to argue that she is the best, and we're saying she isn't.
But that's a matter of opinion anyway.
No, because she's actually like, if you were like, all right, hey, she's second worst because Nino drugged someone and then she sabotaged. The other three do nothing to backstab anybody. How are they not above
but
her?
how is backstabbing worse than literally fucking drugging
Because
someone?
I'm making that point.
But also,
I'm making
wait,
that
okay,
point.
I'm
wait,
saying that it
to-
doesn't make
to-
sense that
to
you're saying that the
that
one
point-
that backstabs is better than the three that don't do anything negatively.
To that point, and what Mike also said is she's just doing it to Futuro like nobody fucking cares at that point. Ichika fucked over her fucking sister. That's the point.
But
That's
also,
the
I'm
point.
just
That
saying
that's
that I
way
don't get
more
how
fucked up.
You think that she's over the three that don't do anything negatively at all.
Because she's a MILF.
I can't
She's
believe.
not
Get
a
out.
MILF.
Get out.
You have
She's
to have
the
a
closest
child
he's
to be
gonna
a
get
MILF.
to a MILF.
She's the
I
oldest.
can't believe my
That doesn't
argument
mean-
for why he
No,
would say
if
that she
anything,
was right.
if anything,
And she's
she
hot
would
as fuck.
be.
What do you want from
But
me?
If anything, she
also-
would be a cougar, but she's also not old enough to be a cougar.
No, not at all.
A
She's the
MILF,
oldest
a
out of
MILF
the 5.
has a
By like
child.
20 fucking minutes.
And they also like totally portray her as like a fucking MILF. Are you serious? She's got like the short hair. She's got the deepest voice out of all of them.
the real
She's the most adult out
The
of
real
all
mom
of them.
is fucking what's her face Starpin girl. She's the one that takes
Itsuki.
care of all of them.
Itsuki.
Yeah, she
Man,
takes care of
you
all.
gotta learn this name at
Whatever.
some point.
Of them. I don't.
No,
I, don't.
I mean,
she was very. I didn't give a shit about her at
You're
all.
right, because they
Gotta learn
literally
his
make
name
the
at
comparison
some
constantly of being like, oh, Itsuki like is always trying to like replace our mom since she died, blah blah blah, take
Yeah.
on the responsibility. Even though I'm like, Itsuki is a terrible fucking person to be responsible for the other 4.
She's not
They're all
irresponsible.
terrible to be responsible for all of them.
How is Itsuki
You
irresponsible?
mean Ichika? Or did
No,
you mean?
Itsuki, the one
Okay,
that they
yeah,
say
but-
is trying to be the
How?
mom.
But she. I don't think
How
she's.
is she irresponsible?
She's
She
trying her
can
best.
barely hold herself together.
True, but she's trying
The
her
girl
best.
is a mess.
Okay,
You
that
want her to
doesn't
hold
really
together
make
4
somebody
other humans?
irresponsible.
Yeah, I don't say it's
I don't think
irresponsible.
that she's irresponsible
She's
at
trying
all.
to be the mom.
Makes her
She-
And
inadequate.
she's the one who actively tries in school. She's just stupid. That's not her fault. Like, but she tries.
But also, she didn't start trying for
No,
a while there.
She was always trying.
she-
She,
but
just
she
didn't
was-
want him to tutor her. But
That's
she was
true.
always trying.
I guess that's
so.
fair, but doing a shit job.
Yeah, she's stupid. But they're all stupid.
I know
so.
the stupidity is like
So
really unbearable.
I know that Kieran and Kat know this answer, so I'm not gonna ask them for this. But when there's the whole backstory
We've
thing,
been excluded.
right? Where it's like he
We've
met
been
one of them
secluded.
right?
in the past.
Yeah.
So whoever that ended up being, which we got the answer at the end.
Yeah,
right.
right.
But like,
Yotsuba
were
and
you
then
guys always
Ichika.
like, whenever they were like, oh yeah, he met one of
Spoiler.
us, were you guys always like, oh, that one's gonna be the one that wins?
No,
No.
I always
I
thought
thought
That was my default. I was like, once-
I was with that.
Yeah, I
too.
was like,
Yeah,
my
I agree with
default
that.
was
Yeah.
whoever it ends up being, that's the one he's gonna end
I
up.
mean, it
with.
should have been obvious.
Right.
That
but
the
that's
one
why
that was in
I
the past
like,
was the one that's gonna win.
right.
But
That's
technically, there's 2 of them.
there is 2 of them.
all right. He does meet
It's
Ichika.
Yotsuba and Ichika.
Right.
But the whole time when they
Spoiler.
were,
But he's talking about the other one.
but when they were doing all those like flashbacks, right, to like the girl that he meets on the trip or whatever,
Sure.
they keep making it seem like he met Itsuki
Yes.
until like
Sure.
the
Yes.
last fucking episode. And
Yes.
she's
when
like,
you find out it's
and
not.
she's like, Yotsuba, why don't you tell him the truth that you met him and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
for so long, I
you've been
didn't
telling me, you've been
Yes.
making
That's
me
why the dub is
infer that
worse.
For literally so long, I thought that Yotsuba didn't even like him.
right.
Like
That's
I
what I
had
thought,
no
too.
idea.
That's
Straight
why,
up, I
that's
thought
why
that too.
Yotsuba
Yeah.
was like, I just was so indifferent towards her. So
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like, and I know you sent me that thing. She doesn't have the least screen time, but like
Yeah.
it felt like she did.
Yeah.
It felt like she was never important. So like it just whenever she did appear on screen, I was like,
Well, I
I
mean-
thought that
Yotsuba
she was
is-
more
I mean,
a comic relief
Yotsuba is
character.
the first
Yeah,
one to
exactly.
actually
She was
like.
way funnier than the rest of them. So I
Yotsuba
was
keeps
like, that's why.
actively trying to get the rest of the sisters to fucking
Confess.
study.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
also
Study
don't-
and
well,
confess.
yeah.
The thing is
She
like
is driving the
Yotsuba
show.
for me is only
Is she
the,
the
worst
protagonist?
girl because she's not in the competition at all. Like the majority of the time, she spends all of it trying to support her sisters and being like rooting
I
for
think-
them.
Guys,
I think-
is Yotsuba the best girl?
I think she is in the
Yotsuba.
competition.
she's the best.
She
person.
is in the
Yotsuba,
competition,
yeah.
but more subtly than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Because Nino's very extroverted about it once it gets to that
Right.
point. You know, Itsuki is just like quiet about it. She doesn't want to admit it. Miku's just fucking passive,
Right.
annoyingly passive.
no, I love Miku.
Ichika is a backstabbing whore,
You're wrong.
No, that's correct.
That's just.
but like
actually
Yotsuba,
correct, though.
Yotsuba is doing it like the way that you would want someone
did
to
not-
be like a partner,
I feel
Yeah.
because
like
she's there supporting
but I
Futaro
feel
the
like
whole time.
Yotsuba in terms of like having affection for Futaro is even more passive than Miku.
I think
I mean-
it's too passive.
It's so
Yes.
because
That nobody
it's-
can even
No,
tell
no,
that
but
she fucking
Yotsuba,
likes him.
It's
Yotsuba
so-
is so passive because she wants
right.
her
but at
sisters
the
to
same
be.
time,
Happy.
like
Yeah.
that's in part where I'm like she's not in the competition. Like I don't know if the manga ends with like him fucking marrying her. I would highly doubt it because what they
I mean,
would need to be
also-
60 years old for her to be like, hey, just so you know, in high school. I
Also,
was
the
into
manga
you."
the manga does have more of Yotsuba in it.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
How
read
does it? Who does he
Or
end
you
up
just
with?
heard that?
Did,
Heard it
we
from
don't know
you.
that until the movie.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
we're not
Yeah,
gonna
because-
spoil
but I was
that.
gonna
Oh, I'm
ask
sorry. I
to-
didn't know it
Well,
was in the movie.
Heard it from you,
For
and
the-
Yeah, 'cause
it
the
was on
movie's the end of the
and
sh-
it
the
was
end of
on
it.
the
Yeah.
It's the
subreddit.
end of
Okay,
the
since
month.
I brought
I
it up,
apologize. I
haven't-
did not know.
And it was on the
reading.
subreddit.
Okay.
For,
The three of us here do know, but we're
I
not
know.
gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
we know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand.
But there was, I don't know if it was one of you who said it. I don't know if it was Ryan who said it. I don't know if it's Ryan's friend who said it. But somebody said,
too many people.
yeah, it would be cool if the movies did that. They did an ending for each girl. That there was like,
I would buy one of them.
yeah, like, so
Like-
then everybody would be happy and nobody would
true.
be pissed off.
But I feel like
Anime
that would
that are
also be
based off of-
unsatisfying.
Yeah, because then you know,
How would that
you'd
work
wanna
in
know,
theaters?
You'd
I
wa-
don't
yeah,
know.
You'd want to know which one was the real
Hey,
one.
which
Yeah,
one's
no,
your
you could also
favorite?
just do this really cool tactic of getting the. You could also just do this really cool tactic of, I don't know, getting the fuck over it. So like, that
true.
could be cool too. So
It's
he
all,
could just
hey,
pick one.
fun
you could
fact,
just fucking live
they're
with it. How
not
about
real.
that?
It doesn't matter.
True.
I think
And
yeah.
everyone's just opinionated.
Yeah, they're not real. So it's
And
fine.
all answers are correct.
Also,
except for Ichigo.
yeah,
No,
like,
it's wrong, but like that's fine. It's cool.
anyway.
Oh, also, the little sister Raiha,
Adorable.
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 Love her.
Shitty hair.
If
Adorable.
I see that fucking ponytail stick
It's so-
any higher up to the
It's
ceiling,
so fucking thick too.
It's-
like it's like this fucking thick and like tall.
But then in like the end of season 1 where they like do the like flash forward to like the wedding day and she has the ponytail like normal,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah.
That is a good look. Like, did you have to go through your like awkward middle school years to
Yeah.
get to the cute look? Is that what happened? Like,
Honestly,
Yeah,
most of the hair,
probably.
most of
Yes.
the hair in this one wasn't feeling it.
really?
Wasn't feeling wasn't feeling
Terrible.
Itsuki's hair.
That's fucking
wasn't feeling
disgusting.
Raya's hair.
I'm gonna
Wasn't feeling
fucking puke.
Futuro's hair. Like Futuro,
Futuro
with the little
has-
fucking bow tie on his head. Like,
Futuro
oh.
has the most. He has the hair every generic
Yeah, here's the
anime
thing.
boy has.
I would have appreciated the hair more if like the cowlick wasn't in the center of his fucking head, like a little bow tie on a gift.
Oh, I thought it
rather
was
than in
cute.
the back.
I thought it was cute.
I thought he looked like an
No.
idiot.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
did.
think I
Looks
have
like
He is
a
an idiot.
moron.
I mean,
Oh,
he is
also,
an idiot too.
so
but,
so
like,
the
there's that.
beginning why I
He's
said
smart.
the reason
No, he's smart, but he's an idiot.
at the beginning when I said that everyone is a piece of shit
Yes.
and that nobody should end up with Futuro is
Uh-huh.
because one, Futuro is so
He fucking sucks.
unbelievably dense.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Like
He's as dense as every
They-
other anime
they-
character.
oh
yeah,
my
I don't
God.
think
Don't
he's
take this as a
especially
okay.
dense.
No,
Oh my
because
god,
it's
he's
not even-
socially awkward.
it's not
Like
even
every
Hate
other
it.
main guy in the
it's
harem.
not even
And
the
a
thing
lot
like,
of normal
at least
people.
other guys in harems are like, oh, is this a sign? Like, does she like me? He's just like, oh yeah, so that math question you got wrong, this is why you got it wrong.
Says it like twice.
That's because he cares
He
more about
finally
studying
got
right
it at
now.
like the end of the when he was on that bus or whatever,
Yeah,
and he
at
was
the
like,
very end. But I'm like,
"Do they like me?"
my,
Well, I don't know. Two of them already confessed to you, you
actually,
fucking
on,
idiot.
on that
Like-
bus, doesn't he say that he always knew?
Does he?
no,
I think he
when-
does, doesn't he? On that bus, he's like, "Oh, you know, like, of course, obviously, I'm not that stupid. I know
When-
that they like
Really
me."
good.
When Miku
Really good.
says
I think.
that she loves him and she's like pointing,
Worse is
he
that
says
it's
he
$11.
knows.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she's like, and then she points up and is like,
My
"My
family."
And I was like,
Haha.
"Me
They're
too,
gonna pay my
no!"
fucking taxes.
Got you.
I have never
hope
felt
so.
so betrayed in my life.
But wait, shit, there was something else I was gonna say and you made me lose my train of thought. God
How
damn.
dare you.
Fucking Michael.
Gosh, freaking darn it.
What a bitch.
But yeah, he does say he knows. You're right. And
Yeah, to
I,
her.
and I think again, I think when because that's when he leaves and he gets on that bus and he's like, of course I always knew that like you guys liked me. Like, yeah, I think he says that. He's like, I'm not that
Did
stupid.
he say you
But he
guys?
I
pushed
don't
it
think
off.
he says.
I don't think he
He says
says
it for
all of them.
Maybe not all of them, but he definitely acknowledges that a few of them liked him and he knew.
Yeah.
He definitely
Okay, but
acknowledges
how-
that.
How long did he know?
But yeah, you're right. Two of them already did confess. So like.
Right, but
But
I,
he didn't. He didn't
Probably
hear her,
when
he
they
knows.
confessed.
Or does
Oh,
she
shit.
confess a second time? Because on the
Who?
bike ride, he doesn't hear her.
She confessed the second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
dude, that scene so
Nino?
fucking good. I
Yeah.
was when I first watched it, I was just like, oh fuck, they're doing it as I didn't hear her, and that's it. And so she leaves, and I was just like, man, why are they fucking doing this? But when she fucking turns around and she comes back and she's like, I said I fucking love you. I was like, yes, she's the best.
But they're also.
I do say that commitment, at least where they didn't like do that thing where they're like, he didn't hear it. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
So like, I did like that she went back and was like, I said it, you fucking bitch. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then she just leaves and he's like,
What could this mean?
yeah.
But also, I guess, and this is also
Consult the
just a me thing of
stars.
like,
Consult the
whenever it's
stars
like a
about my
harem thing,
predicament.
right? And it's like the girls are going to confess and they always say, I love you. I'm like, you've known this man for like 3 months. You're
Yeah.
not even dating it. You know nothing.
Which one was the one that tackled him into the bell?
Nino.
To be fair, I think
No.
it's
Into the water?
to be
No,
fair,
it's
I
the
think
bell.
No,
Into
it's
the
not.
bell?
That's
I
I
not
think
Nino.
it's just like.
You're not supposed to know.
Oh, do we
Yeah,
not know
because
that?
that's when they were all dressed as Itsuki.
Yep.
I thought I revealed it in the last
I thought they
episode.
revealed
Nope.
that.
No,
Yeah.
it's the
They're
episode
all
when they're
dressed like
all dressed as
Itsuki.
Itsuki.
No, I
it's-
know.
So
but I
it
thought
looks
they
like it's
revealed who it
Itsuki.
was.
Yeah, I
But
thought
you
I
don't
thought in
know
the last
someone
episode they
who
said
has
who it
Itsuki's
was.
hair.
No.
They're all dressed
They
as
did not.
Itsuki.
No,
They
that's
did
not
not
what we're saying.
reveal
That's not what I'm
it.
saying. I thought they said who was
No.
the one
Yeah.
faking it
No,
out.
they
No.
don't. They don't reveal it because then it flashes to the wedding and he brings it up, like say,
'Cause
but you
he-
don't know
okay.
who
He's
it
like,
is.
That's
Okay.
that time that you push me into the bell is the first time I realized.
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
you're
were
right. And it
special or
shows
whatever.
that it's just Itsuki, but
One
we don't
of
know.
the
Yeah,
Itsuki.
one of
Yes,
the-
you don't know who
okay.
it is.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
I usually am.
No, that's not true.
No, just no.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I guess in terms of like, if we move off of Best Girls for a minute,
Right.
I do think that the show itself was just fairly kind of fun. Like it was a generic like harem.
Right.
But like I had enough fun with it. The characters were all fucking dense and stupid, but like I liked them.
Yeah.
Minus
You could
minus
relate.
Each, yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
only realized that they were like dense and stupid when they were talking about school. Like they were pretty normal outside of
Yeah.
that.
Plus, all of them were actually pretty smart in specific subjects, like that they show.
not
like
smart, smarter, but
They
not
were-
smart.
Well, weren't
They
getting,
were
like,
barely
80s?
passing.
They were
Yeah.
Oh,
passing.
they were getting like
No,
80s.
they were
No,
getting
they were getting
60s.
80s at the end
Yeah.
Oh.
in their
At
specific.
the end,
But
they were
also
getting
their scoring
80s.
is different because if you paid attention, like
Passing
during
is
it,
a 65.
no, they showed that they got like 30s on something and it
Yeah.
counted as like passing. So like their scoring
Yeah,
is different.
they did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Because okay, so in like the first tutoring session, I don't know if this is the first one, but where it's all 5 of them, in the first one where it's all 5, he says, if you can all get 30 right on your test, and he lowers it. He says, "No, I'll be generous." What did he say? Like, oh no, he was gonna say 50, and then he said 30.
Yeah, let's say like I think he lowered it to even below passing.
No, passing is 30. So
I'm almost confident it is not.
no, I'm.
It was
pretty sure
something like that
is,
because I
just keep-
remember
just
they,
keep-
they
kept
brought
showing
you
the
through. Yeah,
scores,
they brought you
being
through
like,
each score.
"Oh, I finally passed one of the exams," and it was like fucking 32.
yeah.
Here, that's not passing, which I was astounded. I was like,
I don't need. I mean,
I was like, wait, the score is out of 100, and you only need to get 30 points to
No, but
pass.
because they get over it, like
Acceptable is 50.
Ichika
Yeah.
did the best on a
Approved
test,
accessible.
and she got a
acceptable.
total of
Yeah.
140.
Nin.
So their
Yeah.
points aren't that way.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's
God.
50. 50 is technically passing
Which is lower than ours.
But why does it
Yeah.
go over 100?
because you need to know at least half.
What's ours? 65?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is out of 100. But theirs is more because Ichika did the best and she got 140, and that was still a shitty score.
Wait, wasn't that
No,
all
it was
cumulative?
collective.
Yeah.
It was cumulative
That was
over like a,
cumulative.
like a
5 subjects?
midterm.
Oh,
or
so is it out of
something.
500?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
multiple
Oh, shit.
subjects.
No,
Yeah, it was
she
like
I thought she got 241 out of 5 subjects.
it was
was it
out of
240?
500 was the total score
Maybe it was 240.
Yeah.
Not
because it was the
140.
Yeah.
5 grades.
Yeah,
or
okay,
the
okay.
5 classes.
And Miku got like a little bit less.
I think it was like
238 or something
yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh. Okay, that makes sense.
Could you imagine 140 out of 500?
Well, that's what I thought it was. I was like, what the fuck?
It's fucking pathetic. I'm sure those were their original
Oh, yeah, I'm
test grades.
sure.
Like I kind of wish they did a flashback of like them at their previous school.
I mean, they all passed except for Yotsuba.
right? But that's the other thing. Like if they all passed except for Yotsuba, and okay, so they all transfer, right?
Yeah, because
you
they didn't
know,
want to leave her
they're
behind.
a unit.
Mhm.
Understandable. But then like, did they just get dumber? Because then they're all not
Oh,
passing.
yeah,
you know what
okay.
I mean?
That's fair, and that's supposed to be a really smart, prestigious
I
school. And
think
if they can pass
technically-
that test, why can't they pass this school's
I think
test?
technically they went a grade up.
Oh,
still.
because what they were in first year
Yeah.
and before they transferred.
Oh, so when they were
I think
transferring,
technically-
they let Yotsuba
Yeah.
up? Oh.
right, because when they
They were gonna get held back or something.
I thought that's what
So
it
they
was.
transferred.
Because
And
they're
yeah,
not-
that's what I thought.
Because I
And
don't
the
even think
father
they're
said-
technically in high school yet.
no, I thought they were in high school.
I'm pretty sure they're like high school.
No,
They're-
they are because Itsuki's
'cause-
literally picking out what college to go to.
And in the
That's fair.
second season, they go into third year,
yeah.
which is high school, like senior year for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
but like, anyway, I just like I thought it was like a fun enough show. You know, like I gave it a pretty solid score. We'll get into that later. But
Mhm.
like, just because I had fun with it, you know,
Right.
it was easy. It was very fun. I think you know. I can't really think of anything about the soundtrack standing out to me, but like I thought it was fine.
It was fine.
And
I thought
also
the
I think
OP
the
was
animation
cute.
was very nice.
Yeah,
I like
you
one
know?
of the outros, but I can't remember which one it is.
Oh, except for the fact that the
I
second
like the
season
first intro.
nerfs the thighs.
Said I liked
Oh,
the first
and
intro.
The
Yeah, me
intro is actually all of the Japanese,
actresses?
the singing.
Really?
Yeah, it's cute.
I knew that already.
Oh, sorry.
Although I kind of wish they added that, because like in the first season they add that guy character right before they have what was it, like the
The
camping
campfire.
trip,
Yeah.
and they add that guy character.
Which
So like
character?
What is that? The guy that's like, hey, we're just gonna be.
He
friends
gets
now?
married in the
Yeah.
future to that girl that he was dancing.
he
with.
sure
yeah.
does. And they have a kid. So they add him, and then him and Futuro are like acquaintances adjacent. Like they're not even acquaintances.
You just say friends.
No,
it's
I
okay.
mean
They're not even friends. They're not friends.
Isn't
They're
he in the
friends.
Not
second
acquaintances.
season
They're
too?
friends
He
for
was in
Futuros.
the
He
group
yeah,
when
he
they
keeps
went
showing
to that
up
trip.
as friends, but
Yeah.
like you don't see much time with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
'cause
in
you don't really
season,
see
then in
anybody
season
besides-
2 they add like the sparkly boy,
Yeah, I hate
and
that
then
guy.
and then you
The
see
number
them
2.
like being more friendly. And I kind of like that he had the like relationship with him and the
Maida.
other guy, Maida.
Yeah,
thank you.
Maida.
I liked
Maida.
like their friendship. I kind of wish they had
Maida.
like a twinge more of that.
Nobody cares about that.
Hey, I would just like to point out that Miku has more favorites than all the others.
Okay, well, Nino has 4 more hours
Nino has
of
the
content
second. Yeah.
than any of the
So
other girls.
the rankings for best girls in terms of
Nino has the
my
most.
anime
4
list, by the way,
hours more
is,
content than the other
is
girls.
Miku, Nino,
Who cares?
Itsuki, then Yotsuba,
That's
and
my
Ichika.
anime list.
Ichika's also last.
I didn't even know
Good.
that was still
That
a
should
relevant
be.
Wait,
website.
Anthony, I just need you to hear something. Miku has 19,589,000 favorites, and Ichika has 3,415.
Good. As you should.
The underdog.
Not
People-
the underdog.
People
Just
only like
sucks.
Miku because they want a girl they can run
Okay,
over.
also I just said 89,000.
Wow.
That's wrong.
19,000. Yeah.
1,589.
Uh-huh.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Nino has 12, almost 13.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But no, that's why is that? That's no. She's just best girl.
What?
She's so lovable.
Mm.
She tries her best.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
She
She does. She,
She
makes
doesn't.
that
Doesn't.
bread. She works
She
her
doesn't.
ass off to make that bread.
Okay, she tries
So?
her best
Literally.
with just that, but not in like trying to confess or
But she
literally
does.
anything else. She doesn't try her best.
She does
She
not
does.
try her best.
No.
She
She
shows up.
still
She gives him that bread and
steps.
is like, "I like this, that, and you." And then she
Haha,
backs out.
just
last
kidding.
second,
Yeah, not you.
Maybe she
Even though
wasn't
you
such
know
a
it's
pussy.
you.
Miku's best. She's
She's
trying
so
her best.
sweet, though.
She's so
She's
sweet.
just.
She's so weak.
She's also like the nicest.
What a weak choice. That's
Yeah.
not true.
I think Yotsuba's
Yotsuba
the
is
nicest.
the nicest.
Yeah.
of the bunch.
All right,
Okay, this
idiot.
is fair.
Next.
Because Miku was
Wrong.
also rude to him at the beginning. They all didn't really want him around except for Yotsuba.
Yeah,
Didn't really
Yotsuba's
care.
the only one who's like, yeah, let's study.
Yeah.
Because Yotsuba's a cinnamon bun.
Oh, you were talking about how you thought all their outfits were really ugly.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
wanna talk about that for a minute?
When they have their street looks like they're not in school, all 5 of them wore essentially potato sacks. Not one of them wore
I
a
like
single
Nino's outfits.
flattering outfit. I was so upset. I'm like, y'all got the biggest old biddies in town, and you can't wear one flattering shirt. You gotta
So
wear
what,
a
you just
goddamn
wanted
potato
low
sack.
cut? That's
no,
just what you wanted?
I just wanted them to wear like
she
one
wanted-
figure hugging outfit. One.
They did.
Sage and
did.
Michael both
Barely.
wanted more fan service.
I
Yeah,
do.
I
I want more fan
You
service.
cannot give these girls these titties
Yes, you can.
and not show me them.
Yes, you can.
That's rude.
No, it's not.
It's offensive, and I don't like it.
It's offensive.
Yes.
Don't think it's offensive.
Like, oh, and I said this earlier, but that fucking.
Don't most people
how do you
complain
call
that
it?
they over sexualize characters?
How do you?
Yes.
What is it called?
Isn't that like the number
not
one
rumper?
argument?
What's it called?
It's not an argument if you like it.
Not.
It's an
Overalls.
argument.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one that Yotsuba wears, terrible. The
The-
overalls on the way to the school trip.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the brown
I thought
overalls.
Those
yeah,
are-
it's atrocious.
Those are bibbers.
What?
That's even worse.
No, it's
They're
for like
what?
skiing.
No, it wasn't that. That was when they were going
Yeah.
on not that school trip. They were going to.
No, this was for the skiing one.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
Yeah,
weren't
this is
even
a skiing
there
one. It's
yet.
not that one.
They're picking up this
I know what
fucking
you're talking about. No, we're not.
worthless
She's not
guy.
talking about that part.
Oh.
She's talking about when they went to the camping one.
They went to go pick him up.
Wasn't it still
This
cold?
was for the skiing trip.
Yeah, isn't
but
the
where's the
camp
overalls
also
from
the
the
skiing
camping?
trip?
No, they
No,
went to
the
the
camp
woods
is
and then they went
different.
to the skiing trip.
The camp is the one where they have like the scary woods, and Itsuki runs away,
Oh,
and
true.
Nino thinks she found her Prince Charming, and it's
Yeah.
Futuro with a
No,
blonde
yeah,
wig.
I have already caught up.
Kintaro.
Quintero.
That's the guy's name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quintero.
so stupid. So stupid. Where she was like, "Oh yes, my my knight in shining armor," and it's just fucking him, not even pretending to be anything else.
Just a blonde wig.
Just a blonde
Yeah.
wig, the exact same in every other regard.
Well,
I mean,
Nino-
hey, he can't tell who the fuck Nino
Nino
is. She
just
can't
likes
tell who he is.
delinquents.
Yeah.
Like that's
But like,
But then she
does-
likes him, and he's
does
not a
the,
delinquent.
Does the blonde hair
Yes.
equal delinquent?
yes.
In Japan, it does.
I
Yes.
guess that's fair. I feel
The
like
most common hair color in Japan is black and then brown.
that sounds right.
So delinquents used to bleach their hair,
I guess that's fair.
and that is like that used to be one of the defining aspects of a delinquent. Oh, bro, reverse hollow Nino.
Anthony, did you see
Why
her
was
playing
Nino at
cards?
the very top?
Because I sorted
They're
them.
incredible.
Oh, okay, I see.
You sorted them,
She sure did.
Oh my God! did
Yep.
you-
so it's just
Yeah.
all Nino at the top. Okay.
she's stacking her deck, my guy.
Here's Miku.
Woo!
How much energy do you need to play?
Yeah,
with
what
this?
kind of mana do I need to use to
Hey,
summon these
Anthony,
girls?
What did you think of this show in general? Besides, like, what did you think? Give me some of your specific thoughts, my guy.
Yeah, no, this show was
Whoa.
it was interesting because it was like because like I know like shows over in Japan are kind of like structured differently than they are here.
Right.
This kind of felt like the most like American sitcom-y to me.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. I feel like it's the equivalent of a sitcom.
Yeah. No, I felt like there was a lot of like sitcom elements to it, which was pretty familiar and interesting. I felt like a lot of the writing was a little hit or miss for me, personally. Like I felt like there was a lot of just like, I don't know whether it's just like an anime thing, but I always felt like I felt like there was a lot of like over explanation of things in this.
Okay.
And that didn't really like take it all the way down for me, but like it just kind of felt like it made scenes drag a bit.
What do you mean by like over-explaining?
So like there's one scene where like I think it's Reiha and Itsuki are like talking about like making meals or something like that. And like they extend it out into like a whole like tirade about like the ingredients that should be in the meal and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm like, this is not important.
It's
so,
a
like,
PSA.
I was like, this is not important. So I felt like there was a lot of scenes like that. But it was really interesting to see like the structure of the show, how it like kind of like all came together. I think its strongest aspect
How
is
did
its
these get
characters.
here?
I thought the characters were a pretty strong aspect. I mean, like Futaro is just like an idiot. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they're all
that's
idiots.
just that's
but,
just
like
a
that's
theme.
kind of the charm.
Yeah, that's especially though a theme for most like harem main leads.
Yeah.
They're all just dense.
They
Yeah.
be dense boys.
At least Futaro has a bit of an excuse in this one,
he does have kind of
where
an excuse.
it was very obviously explained that all he really cared about was studying,
Oh, okay.
just because he
yeah.
wanted to have a good future.
And I also felt like they kind of like.
Should put sleeves on them. Put
I
'em in
also
sleeves.
felt
I
like
told her that.
I also felt like the girls were kind of like out of touch a little bit in terms of like Futaro's poverty,
because they're rich.
which
Yeah.
exactly, which kind of like annoyed me a
They
little
literally
bit.
are
just don't. They literally
absolutely
just
out of
don't
touch.
get it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
touch, which like annoyed me to like an extent, but like I also remembered that it's a fucking cartoon. So
But
like,
also, like, how fucking.
True, yeah.
Correct.
Also, I feel like how in touch are they going to be about their situation? If that makes sense.
I will say, I guess before we completely go off of the topic, I do, because normally I am very much not a fan of tsunderes. There are very select few that I'm like okay with. And as Kat could attest, I fucking hated Nino for a very long time. I disliked everything about her. But the turnaround when she like finally just like straight up admits to him that she likes him and then is just actively trying to go after him, I did respect, because I did like that the show actually like committed, you know, because so many times in like harem shows nobody ever says anything, and if they
Right.
do, the main guy either doesn't hear it or he's just like, nah, they gotta be joking or
It's
something.
like during the fireworks.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
hear
like,
it, nothing.
but I do like that the show was like it doubled down. You know, it was like no. We're not gonna do that fake out. She's going back. She's telling him that she did say I love you, and then she's actively like telling the rest of the girls like I'm going after him. I don't give a
I
shit
think
what any of
it's
you
so
think.
funny every time Ichika like was talking about the Nino like love train, and she has like the little winky face with the tongue out. I think it's so cute.
Yeah, so I did respect. I did respect that. I did like so that's why I think I've said it. She's my second girl just because even though she still has those like tsundere tendencies, but like once
Tsundere light.
once she loses some of them and she's just actively going after him, I respected it. She's there more for the fact that I respect it than anything else, because she's like, she knows what she wants and she's doing it.
I literally can't believe, like, when I looked up that chart, that she has 4 more hours of content than any of the other girls.
I mean,
Content,
she was
like, in the show or,
straight
like,
up.
in the manga.
I mean,
show?
she was straight up an antagonist for
Yeah,
Yeah.
an entire season.
she
And then
did
she
drug him.
And then season 2, she just blew out of the water. She was just the entire show.
Yeah.
Just Nino.
Yeah, she showed up a lot in that second season.
Mhm.
It was very Nino centric.
As it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah. Good shit.
Season or the movie, it's all just Nino.
Yep.
Nothing but Nino.
Yeah, imagine they don't even have the other 4 girls.
They literally just erased
Even
them.
even if Nino doesn't win, it's like it's all Nino, and then it's just the wedding, and it's just like a blocked out face, and it doesn't show who it is, and it focuses. It's like it shows the wedding, and it just pans and focuses on Nino, and the crowd's being like, like you don't see anything.
we don't see him get married or anything, just her.
Yeah.
I wanted to just be just Nino, and they erased the other girls, but they're still following the script. So there's just no extra voices, just weird periods of silence.
It's just Nino turning to people talking, but nobody's responding.
Yeah.
But also, you know what I think is weird? So, like, about the movie. Obviously, he picks one of them. Isn't that fucking weird for all the other girls? And, like, even weird for him that it's just, like, your sister-in-laws that, like, are
Yeah,
just,
he picked
like...
one over the other.
I
and you're
don't-
gonna see
Yeah,
them
and the
forever.
sister-in-laws are just, like... They just have to get over it. Like, do they actually get over it? Because they're, like... They would have
They're
to
gonna
see
see him
kind
all
of
the
thing.
time.
Yeah, like, kind of weird when you actually, like, think about it.
When the show
Bless
first
you.
started, I kept thinking they were just gonna do a cop out of being like, of the girls being like, you can just marry all 5 of us.
Just polygamy.
Hey, it could still happen.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
The
to
movie.
be fair, it's anime. I would not be surprised if they did that.
That is true, but I feel
Sister wives, but actual sisters.
Sister-
Yeah. But like, it definitely doesn't. They're definitely not going that route
Right.
because we've also seen the like wedding, and there's just one
Movie
there.
could
Yeah,
change
but
it.
they just didn't pan over to
Movie
the other
could
4
change it.
brides.
Yeah.
But like, also like, it's anime. I would not be surprised
You
if
don't
they
know. They're
if they had
standing
pulled
in a
that out.
line, so from the shot, it just looks like it's one.
And they're just actively just like right. It's like the kids stacked on the scooter.
Do you think they have to
Just the wedding.
redo all the, like the vows and shit every single time?
for each one?
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
no,
they can
no,
just
no,
say it
it's-
in unison.
Yeah, no, it's just they all say I
God,
do.
that
And he
would-
has to go and kiss each one.
That
at
would be
once.
awful. No, what if they all wrote their own vows?
Yeah, they would probably all
Just
write their
like-
own, but he probably has one script for all of them.
He just changes the name out.
Yeah.
He just like has
He's
it.
like,
where
it's
he-
very important you go in this order.
Yeah. He wouldn't be able to tell the difference
Yeah.
if they didn't. So,
If
Could
they're
you
all yeah.
imagine?
no.
He gets married to one of them, and he's like, all right, I know we got married, but I'm going to need you to remind me which one you are.
No. He marries one. That's something fucking Ichiko would do. She would fucking, like, lock one of them in the closet, like, who's actually supposed to be getting married to him, and then just go up there.
And be like,
Be like,
hello.
well, you're married to me now, so.
And then Miku's just in the corner,
Sorry.
traumatized,
Yeah.
crying, getting flashbacks. She's like, I made him that bread, and she just fucked me over.
Damn.
Tried her best.
Damn.
She made another
No, she
bread for the
didn't.
wedding.
She also made good chocolates.
She did, and she tried really hard for that too.
I thought
Yeah.
they said the chocolates were mid.
He doesn't have good taste, so he doesn't know.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
did say that.
He has a really bad palate.
Yeah, because
I
he's so
because
poor.
he's poor.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, because somebody else tasted them. They said they were really good, didn't they?
No, I don't think anyone else tastes
I,
No?
don't thi- I,
think they're
I just
just
thought
for
they
him.
were mid.
Or just somebody else just said
I
he
thought they
doesn't
were
have
just
his
trying
bad
to
palate.
make. I just thought they were trying to make her feel better.
I just
For
thought it
her
was so
mint
funny
chocolates.
that the bakery was losing business because Miko works there.
But that it was like an old lady, wasn't it?
No,
was, like,
she wasn't
running it?
that old.
Mm-mm.
She was like
No?
fucking 40 years
Baba.
old.
But
Yeah.
she believed in her. She was like,
Yeah.
you got this,
Yeah.
kid. I know we're losing business, but like you can do it.
That's also why Nino's best girl. Great baker.
She can bake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then she helped Miku too.
Yep.
She was
Good
like,
sister.
Can Itsuki cook?
No, she can only eat.
I was gonna
yeah,
say.
Itsuki just ate.
Can she cook or she only likes to eat?
I think she just likes to eat.
Ah, that bitch.
Big
Yeah.
big food critic.
Because Nino
Oh,
The
yeah, right.
area.
Itsuki was a
She was
May,
a food
I think
critic.
that was her.
she was a
fake
food
name.
critic to make
Yeah.
money. I forgot about that. She just went around everywhere eating food nonstop.
LOL.
Heard that's a very competitive job to get in newspapers.
Yeah,
Food critic, yeah.
She did it.
she did do it.
That sounds like the ideal job, though.
That's why it's very competitive.
Just to get paid to eat.
Yeah.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
I mean, because you literally get paid to eat, and I think the newspaper pays for the meal, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you just go to good-ass restaurants. You're just like,
Yeah, she was like a really like famous food critic, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Like nobody knew who she was.
she was
And then
supposed to be
they,
a
like,
very
walk in.
well-known,
Yeah,
anonymous
wait,
food
yeah.
critic.
Right, but yeah.
This happens within the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Where the fuck was I?
It was when
don't
Nino
know.
and Futuro were working at like the bakery, and they were talking about
At
we
the
have a really
restaurant or whatever.
important like critic coming in, and they're like, oh, okay, and they look,
And then
they
just
see
walk
her,
in the corner
they
and just
see
see
her
her
little-
sitting there with
and
a
they
mask
saw-
on.
they see her little
Yeah,
like
they
hair
saw-
thing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was a joke.
No.
No.
No,
She's a food critic.
she's
No.
an actual famous food critic.
Oh, I thought they were just doing that for jokes. As they were like, Itsuki, what are
No,
you
'cause-
doing here? And she's like, how did you know it was me?
Because remember, they're all
No.
supposed to find jobs.
Yeah. I
That
know.
was
and
jobs.
her job is that she becomes a food critic.
Did Yotsuba get a job?
No, I think she's too busy with the
Oh, that
teams.
lady.
Yeah, she was too
bitch.
busy being told to do everything, and she was
Too
like,
busy
okay.
doing every sport at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then who was it? Nino that put on like the fake wig or whatever, and was like, "Fuck all of you, you're
Oh,
all
yeah,
pieces
yeah.
of
And
shit."
she's
Oh
like-
no, she doesn't, because that's right when her hair's cut.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's supposed to be the same, because like they
well,
have
they cut
different.
it for that, didn't they?
No.
No,
I
they
thought
cut
you
it
cut it
right
for
at that
that.
No,
time.
because she was talking about how she is too stuck in and this is her vulnerable scene, so cute, but how she's like stuck in her ways and she doesn't want to leave like the quintuplet train, like kind of, but everybody else is like different. She's like, I can't even cut my hair. So then when she's with Miku, but Miku cuts it too short, but it's okay, she's still cute.
It looks cute though, short.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
All right. Well, so Kieran, I guess we can start with you. Just whether you would recommend it, and then what you would rate both seasons.
Out of 10.
I
Out of
would
10,
recommend it. Do I have to give individual ratings for
Yes,
both seasons?
Just because I'm gonna have to write it out.
Ah, excellent. Season 1. I don't know, like oh wait, I almost said 4 because I was thinking of out of 5.
Oh,
still.
I was like, oh my god.
No, I mean it'd probably be like an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Second season probably like a 7
Okay.
All right.
for the thighs.
Yeah, they do downgrade the thighs.
Yeah,
It's
why
true.
did they downgrade the thighs? That's,
Changing art
Budget
style.
cuts.
that's rude.
Budget
Budget
cuts.
cuts.
You know how much budget those thighs were taking? They needed to keep the cannons on their chest. They were like, we gotta cut somewhere.
They're in their like boardroom meeting, being
Yeah.
like, "All right, gentlemen, we gotta choose one: the titties or the thighs.
They
We don't have enough budget for both."
Really, the thighs should have been the correct answer.
All right, Anthony.
I'd give both seasons like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, but it was fun enough, you know. So
Recommend.
Anthony is so defeated.
I know, poor
He
thing.
is so
I'm
defeated.
fine.
Wanna get
So
ice cream, bud.
Shut the fuck up.
so for me, I would recommend it. I think both seasons were good, and they were easy watch. Again, like it you go through it pretty fucking fast. There's nothing that really holds it up. I gave the first season an 8, and apparently I gave the second a 9. I don't know whether or not I still feel like it's a 9, but I'm going with whatever my gut feeling was when I watched it. So those are my 2 rankings.
Let's see. I would say I would recommend watching it. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just kind of like mindless.
Not enough fan service.
Not enough fan
enough
service.
fan
If you're
service.
trying to see some titties,
Yeah, just go watch.
if you're trying to see some thighs, this is not the show for you. I think he's just going to them.
Yeah, but in front of the one camera
It's fine.
that was on.
This is not the show for you. It's overall kind of like bland in there. But if you just want like wholesome, stupid, fucking dumb as brick girls, I guess it's good enough.
just go outside.
Yeah, just go
Stare
outside.
at some bricks.
Put some faces on some bricks. It will be just about as
Or you can talk to
enthralling of a
Sage.
conversation otherwise. But yeah, I give like both seasons a 6.
Damn. I don't think I'd recommend something that I gave a
Defeated.
6.
I mean, 6 is fine. I feel like there's no reason to not recommend a 6.
feel like I wouldn't recommend
Yeah,
it.
if you want ass and titties, watch something else. If you don't really need that in your life, this is fine.
Yeah, if you wanted to see some fucking 5 bimbos fight over a dude.
This is not the show
Oh,
for
If you
you.
yeah.
don't
Like they're
live
not
as
bimbos.
just a degenerate who
Yeah.
basically only watches porn, watch this.
I still watched it.
If you were expecting softcore porn, this is not the show for you.
It really isn't. Although you want it to be, it isn't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sure that exists. I'm sure you could find it. So obviously I recommend the show. I did recommend it. So when I first rated it, I think I did the same as you, and I did an 8 and a 9. But then when I was rewatching it, I don't know, I just really enjoyed the show. So I ended up re-rating both of them a 10, just because I just really enjoyed the show. I think it's really fun. I think it's wholesome. I think it's nice. So because I liked it even more when I rewatched it, I re-rated. But I think originally I did 8 and 9.
Right.
Finish it up, Michael. Hurry up.
Anyway. Hey,
Chop.
thanks for watching this week's
Trying to get ice
episode
cream.
of Quintessential Quintuplets. That's not what this episode's called.
Yeah.
Vaguely Anime, where we talked about Quintessential Quintuplets.
Ah.
And hey, so the next anime club for episode 55 is going to be Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. That's the full name. I don't want to hear it.
What is it called?
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
All right, you can just
Sure.
call it Gurren Lagann. You
Well, yeah, but I'm
fuck.
saying the
I thought
whole
it was
name.
Girl
People know
Lagann.
it's Gurren Lagann, my dude.
I wanted to specify.
I'm gonna throw
Anyway,
you out of the window.
It is fucking. I looked at it before. 27 episodes. It's a Super Robo show. It's great. It's by Gainax, so it'll look pretty.
I'm only
and,
watching 24.
And
Out of spite.
it's also like quite
I'll
a
only
few.
watch 3.
It's also viewed as like generally a bunch of people's favorite anime. It's usually like a very top tier.
You said
held
that about
anime.
fucking Spice and Wolf. And you know
Yeah,
how
that
much
one's more of a
there's
cult following. This one
garbage.
is actually like a lot of people view it as like their favorite anime.
It's all right.
I won't trust
A
you.
lot of people would
It's
pick.
literally ranked at 67 and 59 for popularity.
Wow, that's
So,
awful.
It's very popular of a show. And yeah, so watch that by episode
Ain't no Full Metal
55.
Alchemist.
Yeah. And thanks for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to us on any of the streaming services, give us a like, follow, leave a review.
Or
Don't forget
don't.
to check out Anthony at Super Milkshake on YouTube. His new video is probably out.
I have a new video out.
It's great. I watched it.
So did I.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I watched my own video.
I can't
Pretty
believe
crazy.
it. Yeah.
Multiple times, some would say.
Don't forget to check out Kat at Kat the Moonstar on Twitch. And that will be everything. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.